diving where the gray's at, huh?
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Screams from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music.
No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, the truth's frozen, the secret's open, deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some grays in the dark and some dots decoded. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cruel lies, truth is exposing. Huh? Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the data showers. Till then, fuck that, the truth is ours. And they say, 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 and they say.
Grays above, secrets staying hidden, man.
SNL and the newscast, tell them Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind, but the vault's locked. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings, they entrusted me. Looking down at my declassified piece like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, fuck that, the truth is ours. Colin Powell's cosmic prowlers lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now it's fact, man, check the transmission. At the end of the day, I'm exposing this you know damn well y'all feeling this I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching lights move, now I'm diving. Where the gray's at, huh? Where they hiding? I got the docs to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go. What you know about rolling with the grays in the night? Stephen Greer dropping truth, exposing every light. Bob Lazar in the game, know what the craft can do. Anna Paulina in the house, grilling every crew. Eric Davis on the mic, talking for alien species. When the whistleblowers speak, governments fall to their knees. Sightings in the sky, better take another look. I feel like I'm floating in the cosmic truth. UFO news dropping now.
Welcome to the proof.
The data, Eric Burdison. The data confirms their presence.
I hope everyone's doing good today. I hope everyone's doing good today with this contact me this now. Dude, like literally, dude. That's ridiculous. Do this. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. I hope everyone's doing well today. Seeing here. Let's see here. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? What's going on, brother? I need give me news for the last 24 hours. Yeah, no problem. I might have to like most definitely. What is going on, Master Edger 1000? How you doing? White Wolf, I'm sorry about that, dude. I don't know what's going on with Kick. It's having a field day. I tell you what, man. 1478 is it's too far for aliens to reach us. Who said they're traveling normal ways, right? Maybe they're traveling extraordinary ways. Let me do this. No, 100% agree. 100% agree. I think at the end of the day, man, we are definitely in a segment here where we are broadcasting the signal, right, guys? So I think that at the end of the day is working for us. That is what I'm talking about. Most definitely. What's going on, 6982? How you doing today? I hope you're doing good today. Yeah, most definitely. We can get this party started. All right, let me get Let me get this place comfortable here while we go through some of the stuff here. Okay, guys. So today's live, we got a little bit of planning ahead of us, and we're gonna try to broadcast as best as we can here, and hopefully someone had typed here in Spanish, I believe. I don't know what that is. Like, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, what lingo is that? Let me go over there. Maybe there's a translator. Maybe there is a translator. What's going on, Tabs? How you doing today? How is it going today? Let's see here. Let's go, Tabs. Hey, hey, hey. Hope you're doing fantastic. Let's see. Bam.
Tabitha has arrived.
I told you I'd make it!
Why are you so loud? 6982. It's 3:25 here. 3:25 p.m. or a.m., dude? Am I alone? I'm alone right now. I got Tabitha here, keeping me entertained. Oh, the screenshot. There, the camera's like tripping out. I must have kicked the table, and that's when I lost it. Yeah, don't kick the table. So I gotta figure out what to do with that. But let's get into the segment. So basically, guys, we do, see what's going on in UFO community with recent podcasts and things that have been dropped by creators and stuff like that across the internet. Primarily, we're going to be focusing on Reddit forums and what I already have set up, looking through stuff through X. And we just go through the segment of going through each one and to their post and through their conspiracy theories, whatever may be the case, and basically go through post after post after post. We cover a lot of segments and a lot of information as far as conspiracy theories to UFO sightings, what's been posted, and to other things that have recently dropped in the last 24 hours of UFO updates. So this is more like a blog form update UFO kind of form instead of like a news broadcast situation. We do cover news, but I mean, at the end of the day, we cover practically everything, and then we just, after that, we just play our fancy, man. We just go alongside a lot of other things we do, and of course we got some cool individuals that come by, like Tabitha, Jenny, Sandra, that are regulars, and they do love the program. Thank you for the heart, Susie. I appreciate it. And of course,
thank you for your heart.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And I think at the end of the day, man, what we do is scroll and check out stuff. What's going on, Scooter K? I have videos from Dooney, Scotland, every 2-3 weeks, same flight path, west to east. That's wild, wizard. And you're talking about UFO implications. I hope White Wolf, man, I hope it's working over there, dude. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Kick is having a trip, man. Kick is having a trip. So I just want to go over there and give him a visit. What do I think about the Pleiadians? I'm having a brave fart. Is that the bird one? Or is that the Nordic ones? There's so many different species, dude. It's crazy. Okay, it is broadcasting. So, yeah, you see me doing the echo thing. Okay. All right, it's going here, so hopefully we can get that going. Yeah, UFOs. All right, so let's get into the what we got scheduled here, and hopefully this be a cleaner segment for you guys to be entertained. So primarily we go through the last 24 hours with the news. This one's pretty wild. Was it AZ Jip Ploto? I don't know how you pronounce that, brother. Um, if you're here to the segment, man, we covered UFOs and updates, so give you a heads up. What is the most dangerous? You stated humans, tall grays, reptilians. Currently right now, what I'm hearing through the grapevine is the reptilians and the insectoids. The insectoids, the praying mantis one. They do a lot of experiments and a lot of abductions and using alternate creatures that they have genetically modified. This one's weird, dude. This is actually pretty strange, guys. I don't know how let me try to see if I can open that. That looks weird, like a lightning thing. I seen that. Think it's AI. I doesn't definitely lightning doesn't do that. So I don't know if that place is having a meltdown. You know, that's definitely they're scary. The disgusting mantis ones. No, absolutely, there are ugly little guys. John Stewart. So John Stewart has been posting like a wild man. I don't know what he does as a living, but he apparently is posting like it's no. Yeah, that's lightning apparently. Let's verify this, guys. What I'm gonna do is get Orion online here and verify if this is actually a thing. Someone already stated he believes that it's AI, which that could quite possibly be. I don't see this being any other thing besides AI, because he doesn't give a location. Like a lot of these things that he posts is definitely really strange. Short clip, to be real. Yeah, 17 seconds. Let's see here. Let's get Orion online and see what we can figure out here with this recent post. And let me just open that up and put it on mute so it just replays. Yeah, it doesn't even tell you a location. That's another thing with this kind of thing, right? It doesn't give you a location. It nearly like comes off and comes back on. I don't know, guys. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like, what are we really looking at? Is that really real? They look like lightning bolts that are walking across the top of a building. That's what it looks like to me. What's going on, 5221? Yeah, this thing is a weird phenomenon. We're trying to verify if this is AI or not, because that's next tier strange. That is strange, man. I don't even know how to explain that. Bro, if you guys plasma lightning or something, it definitely looks strange to me. It could be that if this facility has like a meltdown or something like that, it could be discharge, electrical discharge or something. But that's pure speculation. I haven't seen this in the real world. Is that real? I thought it was AI. To be honest with you, I don't know. I've never seen it, but stranger things have happened. We do have what they called electrical orbs or electrical balls floating around, right? Lightning balls. That's a real thing. That's a real phenomenon. Lightning balls. So this in itself, the only problem with this is that I have, you can hear it. Yeah, lightning balls are a real thing. But that's pretty strange. I know, right? It's like we're watching Dragon Ball Z fighting and we can't see them, we just see them fighting. What's going on, Ryan? 1470, 1478. I do believe in Bob Lazar, but I do have there's some portions of his story that doesn't feel right to me. You know, no, 5221. No, I don't believe it all, dude. We do quite a bit of fact checking, and we do quite a bit of checking on things that inherently I thought was correct, and I come to find out that's why we got AI here, programmed to basically fact check, debunk. It's like I'm like Mulder, and he's like Scully, basically, and that kind of sucks on my end because sometimes I just get it wrong. You know, you can't bet 1,000. You can't bet 1,000 all the time. You know, so I appreciate the heart, guys. I appreciate it. I submitted to YouTube.
Thank you for your heart.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's the fact checking is healthy. I say that to myself to make myself feel totally better. Even though you effing pissing me off, Orion. But hey, that's part of it, right? Gotta make sure the story's right, so we're not spewing misinformation. I think that's the biggest thing, guys. We gotta be honest with ourselves, and sometimes we get it wrong sometimes. Or Orion gets it wrong. And that's a delightful experience. I like when you're wrong, Orion. Because then I'm a happy little clam. I'm trying to find my charger cable, guys. That's why I'm jiggling. I'm jiggling here. Where the hell is this thing? I got a cluster crap of stuff here. My son's talker, like, I don't know what he decides to do, but he decides to break his talker. So now he's out of freaking all types of conversation, right? Oh yeah, yes, I do like calling out. Hey, Galactic, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. That's Ryan. He's my cohort parrot. Someone says that we need a image of him, so when he talks, we can see him moving. I've been working on that. The only thing is that he doesn't have like a, what is it called, where it's connected, where you can just see him basically communicate. But I have been working on that, where we can have a little animation thing where he moves. Spoke with two of them and telepathically. If I take magic mushrooms. Yeah, so that's basically what we've been working on, right? We have him right here, just chilling out. I think you can't see what I'm pointing at. Sorry about that. Like I'm blowing up the screen here to just show you, but I want him to hang out right here. Just hang out like a little parrot of mine, you know? But all right, let's move on from this. I really don't know what this is. Hey Ryan, did you got details on this thing? It does look like Dragon Ball Z fight, man. They're fighting there. They're dancing on top of the electrical line. I don't know what that is, man. I've seen some weird stuff. You guys are gonna be in tune, man, because we're gonna be looking at some weird stuff today. This is just the beginning. All right, so I've already saved that. So let's get into my feed here that I have personally that I reposted, so we can keep up with. Oh man, I think this is the best way to do it, right? We make sure that we got this segment, the information and stuff that I already covered and looked at in the morning, so you get all the best stuff and don't have to look at all the crappy stuff, all the stupid crap that doesn't freaking make any sense. You know what I'm saying? You guys like the image? Like, right? So all the articles that I go through, you're like, okay. And things that was worth, there I am right there. All right, so this one right here, right? This one's an odd one. All right, Orion. UAP in Australia. June 5th, 2026. I know you are, Big Daddy. All right, let me try to give it to you. All right, so let me do this. Let me just give you the hyperlink at least, so you know where we are. I definitely like the fact. I like the fact that they didn't give me a chance, brother. Give me a chance. I like the fact that they didn't add anything to this, right? I like the fact that they didn't put any music on this. I like that because then it gives it like a raw appeal. This is a little shit, right? 52, 21. It's like that's what a one part I do like, right? It's morphing. It's not consistent. It actually looks like a bag, but it's a glowing bag. Like I'm gonna just try to open up this image as much as I possibly can. See what you guys like. This it looks like a glowing weird bag, right? Or a plasma. It definitely looks strange, right? It glows brighter. It's a bright red. It glows brighter than definitely the background. So it could this be? Someone said trash bag. I haven't seen a trash bag that bright, but it does give appearance of a trash bag, right? That being said, it could just be a floating something. Yeah. What's up, Iran? Um, it's a small. It's not super speed or anything, right? And it's definitely looks odd, right? Let me catch up with the comments here. You guys are tearing it up today. Our possible ship is distinguished of a rock, almost looks like a floating lava. Yes. You know, speaking about that, 7BH, Amanda, uh, yeah, a floating lava has been used, that term, multiple times. Especially in the last briefing that we had with the whistleblowers, describing a triangle shaped craft as a black plasma shaped craft with three lights at each corner and a light in the middle, and the black craft actually had like it was like a morphing of lava, which is pretty wild, right? They do have images. We are going to touch on that. Don't worry, we are going to touch on that to keep you guys posted.
Thank you for your heart. Thank you for your heart.
That quite possibly could be, but it's not black and it doesn't have a structure. This thing just towards like a big blog. It doesn't seem like it has any trajectory necessary. It is brighter than the background. It is morphing. It's like right here seemingly looked like it slowed down and now it kept on with its pace. But at the end of this video, it sort of does a turn up and then goes down into the woods. So like right about there it turns. Let's see if it turns. Right there, it stopped. It halted up. And then it kept on going. It's kind of hard to say, guys. It hopefully the guy keeps the camera on this thing. And it's a lot brighter than the background. There it is, it turned down. Now it's turning down. And it doesn't quite hit anything. 56, what's going on? Infinity, thank you for the gift. Lion Neon, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it definitely looks odd, man, to be it definitely looks odd. All right, we got a lot of stuff to cover, so let's look at the other stuff that we got here. All right, so this is Einstein met the Roswell crash survivor. Einstein met the Roswell crash survivor. So there's an audio on this, on she explaining this. I have blown up the screen so big, it's kind of hard to figure out. Thank you for, thank you, 56. I appreciate it. Let me zoom this down, and then we're gonna play it here. Let's see here. That is next tier wild, dude. Let me do this for Ryan so he knows where we are here. All right, so the weird thing about this is that she discussed this, right? And mentions that when they're talking about with the extraterrestrials, that we were intellectually inferior and technologically inferior, which I think is a load of BS, man. I think at the end of the day, bro, these aliens are just as smart as these guys, man. They just have a crap load of more time of experience in dealing with basically technology and stuff like that, dude. I think that's at the end of the day is what this segment's about, right? We're not just talking about this independence, right? We're talking about time. We're dealing with time. They had a lot more time to do stuff than we did. You know what I'm saying? Todd Einstein 32-1 Bob Lazar talks about their ability to use gravity with elements 115. He drew it and was Saul. Todd. Let's see here. So what do you think about that, Ryan? You see, I sent you the link. I already did. Tell me what you think. This is like the second time I'm hearing about her. Um, to be honest with you, man, what's her name? Because it doesn't state her name here as they don't have Dr. Shirley Wright. Okay, Dr. Shirley Wright. Here's the thing. Does she have any history with it? Like, what's the deal with this? Like, at the end of the day, we're talking about a supposed assistant that has no evidence that she was actually working with Einstein. I know, Amanda. It would have been epic. It would have been epic if Einstein left a letter for us saying, "Hey, I was at Roswell. These crazy people have alien ships that crashed. That would have been next to what you see, Amanda. You see, now there's going to be a the fake letter that's going to be made and be posted. Einstein left this letter, and probably be cheap. Dr. Shirley Wright's going to be behind it. What do you think about that, Ryan? No, 100%, 100%. Uh, Tons 32-1. I would see the government calling him in on that. Bro, wouldn't that be epic? Like, wait a second. Come here. Come here. Let me talk to you guys. Let me come over here. You said Einstein you was at the Roswell? Let me talk to you, buddy. That'd be the end of that conversation. Let's see how that plays out. We got some questions. Come on. Come on. We bring you down here and then we discuss further. No, 100%, man. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. This UFO updates. Like, what is up with that? That's next here. Let's see what else we have on the menu here. All right, so we got Tom, NASA contractor Anna Hare, who held a secret clearance while working for Pisco Ford. All right, let's see what she's saying here. This is like an 8-minute segment. I wonder if I can just share my profile with you so you know where we are on the list here. She was exposed to a movie set. If she was exposed to a TV set and they were doing that just to mess with her, dude, that's next tier wild. That they were just literally mess with her. Amanda says, I would have pooped all over myself. Amanda, you shouldn't be just doing that on a random. I'm just saying. UFO updates. Let's get it. Oh no, we still got this. Bro, this happened on a movie set? This happened on a movie set. So basically they called her in and like, hey, come on in. I want to show you something. First of all, let me go back. Why does NASA, that's another conspiracy theory right there, right? Why would NASA have a movie set? I'm a little lost here. Why would they bring her into a movie set just to mess with her? Whose joke is this? This is pretty weird. Yeah, that's strange, right? No, that's next tier weird, man. Like it sounds like more like a prank. 3206, I would have pooped myself too, but then I would want to know more. What? What conversation you guys having over there? Yeah, an alien they call Skinny Bob allegedly leaked government videos. Their mic issue mute. No, it's not, Donald. Oh shit, forgot about him. NASA with the movie set strange. I can't hear what she said though. Yeah, it does sound like it's low, right?
And I was just amazed that they had
Is that better? Is that better? I think that's what it was. I muted the thing.
a protocol in place for getting rid of
that's
UFO
way
pictures.
better. I can actually hear her
as
now.
a precaution,
Want me to
they
keep
were put
listening
in
while you
quarantine
play
for
it?
a little while. This particular man was in quarantine with them and was part of their debriefing. He said that a lot of them talked about their experience in seeing these craft follow them. I believe
44, 41, 4104. Thank you, bro. Thank you guys for telling me, giving me a heads up
there was 3 on the moon when
on the mic situation. I appreciate that.
they landed. And
No
and I
problem,
think
Knight.
that,
Sounds
and
good
this is
now.
the best of my memory, that the code word was Santa Claus for these craft. And then some that wanted to talk were threatened. If they talk, they've signed papers not to talk. They have their retirements taken away. I was just overwhelmed with that piece of information because I started asking questions. Certain people that I would know were key people in the organization. I'd take them away from the site. We'd go to lunch and I'd talk to them. And alone, they would tell me things and then swear if I ever said they said it, they would say I was lying. One gentleman that I knew very well was in quarantine with some of the astronauts. He said just about every one of them has seen things when they went to the moon that were, and in fact, one said that they were there. Craft were on the moon at that time. And this man has disappeared off the face of the earth. I've tried to find him, but I have his name. I've given to Dr. Greer. I'm sure he can find him. But a lot of the astronauts are...
Let's be serious, guys. If she gave the information to Dr. Greer, those images are gone. He's gonna sit on those images till whenever, dude. Like seriously. How many times has he like talked about that he's been talking to whistleblowers for the last 15, 16 years and nothing comes about, where it's like nothing comes to fruition with this guy. Because it's the same MO over and over and over again.
Whistleblowers and big reveals for years, and somehow the real evidence always stays hidden. Same pattern every time.
Yeah, it's the same MO, dude.
told to keep it quiet. And they're good Americans, too. I mean,
Exactly.
it comes under the guise of
hype
national
train
security.
keeps running,
That's
but the
just something
actual
that
proof never shows up.
I feel
Classic
over the years has been kept quiet. And how it's been kept quiet, I don't know. I have no idea. I asked guards, security guards. I ran into another security guard that was forced to burn a lot of UFO pictures. And he told me, he came into my office one day. This was when I worked at another job. He came into my office and he was very frightened. And he said, Donna, I heard you were interested in this subject. He said, I used to work out there. And one day, some soldiers came in the fatigues and had me burn pictures. And he said that he was burning them, and he was forced not to look at them. But he was tempted. He looked at one of them, and it was a UFO on the ground. Shortly thereafter, he was hit in the head with a gun butt, and he still had a scar on his forehead from that, being knocked out, because he looked at the picture. Now, this gentleman was terrified. He was scared out of his mind. And he also said that in the picture, it was a UFO with little bumps on it. It looked like it had just landed. It's very hard to know this. But again, I have talked, the people that know about it, and it's like a little underground. They'll come to me and talk to me in private, and they're afraid. Most of them are very afraid, and I guess I'm not afraid because I wasn't debriefed. There was a point in time I had some people come out and tell me I shouldn't talk about this. They didn't threaten to kill me, but I got the message I shouldn't talk about it. But I'd already talked about it so much it didn't really matter anymore to friends, and people either know it or they don't know it, or they're not sure. And like I said in the informal congressional hearing, I really started feeling like this topic was about like sex. You know, everybody knew about it, but nobody talked about it in mixed company. And that you knew about it, you would have like a friend. He was so terrified. He looked at me so frightened, like I'm going to tell her, and I wouldn't, because you know he hasn't told her. It would probably put him in jeopardy at this time, and I'm waiting for that to come public whenever there's a congressional hearing where he'll be protected, and he would be one of the ones that would probably not come willingly because he's very frightened. He was so scared that I was going to say something, and I have not. I don't want to hurt anyone, and I trust Dr. Greer. I feel he's done everything he said he would do as far as protection, secrecy of what I give him for now. I want it to come out when it's necessary and proper, and it can do something. I don't want people that are trying to go around cleaning up their mess and getting rid of these people, or hurting them, or challenging them, or making them so frightened they move away, like this one particular man I know of that has just disappeared off the face of the earth. He has disappeared. I just don't want that. You know, I don't want them to. You know, a lot of people have asked me, well, what senators were at this congressional hearing? Which witnesses do you know, and what are names? And I don't give that out in public. Greer has them locked up. It was very critical that we do this perfectly. We had also simulations before the mission that would generate what they expected the craft to do. The lights would, on the 10 by 20 foot screen.
I'm sorry, guys, I don't see shit on this thing. I'm looking at this.
They would have these projected up there, and a light would go off, going the pathway of the different. This is really one continual line, but it's done on different scales that we had to do. The light would continue on, and if the light varied, which represented real-time information coming back from the spacecraft. One of the things that I'm upset about is that good people are forced to do illegal things, and I believe that this information should be given to the American public. That's just something that I feel over the years has been kept.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah, Stephen Greer has those photos pocketed, man. He's not giving those out unless he's got a new book coming out. Ghost says, I hope they drop something tomorrow. Me too, brother. Me too. I hope they drop something tomorrow where we can get that going, man. Most definitely. I would love the photos for sure. No, 100%. What's going on, 1961? How you doing today, brother? I hope everyone's doing good today. We are doing the UFO updates. All right, so that form here. So this one is John. The shadow government is loose knit collection of constant warrior factions with American intelligence community led by the CIA, NSA, and Army, Navy, Air Force intelligence. Those groups have the true knowledge of what's really happening. And someone will walk behind here, man. Is he?
How did the Americans
Is he like in a public cafe? This mofo is live streaming I see someone by here. Like, oops, so sorry. So sorry. Here we go. Yes, I'm so excited to wait for grainy pictures, David Wilson. So excited. Most definitely.
Warring factions within the American intelligence community, chiefly led by the CIA, the NSA, the Army, Navy, and Air Force intelligence. These groups have the true knowledge of what's really happening in the world. Do you think the media knows? No. Do you think even presidents know? Why should they? They're only there for 4 years, maybe 8, and then they're gone, and a new one has to be moved in and polished. No. Do you think if we had aliens, that they would tell the presidents about them? No. They don't have a need to know. So even presidents are given pablum as information by the intelligence services, because the intelligence services are there until the people die. You never retire, and you know what's best for America if you are in one of America's intelligence services.
Yeah, this guy definitely seems like he's been off the grid for extended time. That's why he's at a cafe using their Wi-Fi and doing his video. Meanwhile, the customers are like looking at him like, he's really doing that here? You know?
Dude looks like he just... Dude's out here wilding in the cafe like it's his personal studio. You want to keep watching this one, or we moving on to the next
I think we're
thing?
moving on, man. This cafe experience is has led to a dead end of stuff. UFO updates. Yeah. I think this is what is going on in Mexico? All right, so let's see this strange thing.
Doidinho? Ó, tem nada lá, hein?
Got it.
Dá
What are we looking
zoom.
at now? Drop the link or describe it.
Que loucura. Na BR-040. Aí.
To be honest with you, I can't really make this out.
Yeah, me neither. It's just a dark, blurry mess. Hard to tell what we're even supposed to be seeing here.
Yeah.
Pupilo tá aí.
It doesn't really, like, it shows it right here at the beginning.
Aí.
Let me do this. Like, it shows it right at the beginning when he zooms in, right? To the UFO, right? And then when he does that, you can slightly see the structure in the sky. But, cafe results. You know?
Yeah,
Yo, Pipeline Dreams, what's going on, brother? Let's do this.
What are we looking at now? Drop it on.
Yeah, I like that little intro. Keeps it spicy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that intro's clean. What's the video showing, though?
Oh no, it's the intro of Pipeline Dreams. Comment on the surfboard.
Dreams riding.
All right, so this segment, this part right here, right? This part right here. He swallows DMT, right, guys? He swallows DMT, and they're like looking at these lasers, right? Now I'm understanding that they're gonna do like the 3D glasses stuff. Definitely pretty interesting, right? Looking, being basically getting DMT and looking at these 3D glasses is going to be next layer wild. Let's see what he says in this post here.
And at the same time, just look at it.
Let me do this. Okay, he's off.
See this laser? Great. Now, if you smoke DMT right now, that's what you would tell them, you will see code running in there. He said, I've done it. You can see it. And I thought, this is so brilliant. That's what he means by lowering the angle. Make it easier for people, collapse some steps for them, right? So we started working together. How do we lower the angle for everybody else? How do we make this palatable, conversationally acceptable, and also taken seriously? So slowly but surely, we built together the Code of Reality, which is a nonprofit that basically does the investigative part. And at the same time, I'm doing a lot of the kind of, public facing, kind of explaining and talking about it and all that stuff. And we're now officially kind of looking to start an actual research center in Colorado where this is going to be an actual, like a real thing happening. And we've already done a few studies. We actually developed this technology that, so we discovered recently, this is only very recent, that if you take an image of this band of light on the wall, and you clean it up, so you take a super high resolution image of it, and you put it inside of Apple Vision Pro, so inside of VR. If you smoke DMT, the code that you usually see in the wall will appear in the image, but it will be static. In the surface, it's moving. We took a picture of the code. So what we did now is we developed this little software by the help of Chris Paris and Sterling Cooley, our brain scan expert and producer in the film, that basically what allows you to do is label the thing. Because we can't really translate between your experience and my experience right now. Like, I don't really know if the color of this chair is the same for you like it is for me. And that's not collapsible. Like, I can never know. But what it is, if you go into the Apple Vision Pro and you're seeing it, right? So you're going to click where you see a symbol, and the computer is going to register your brain scan in that moment. So it registers the event, and it takes a tail 5 seconds before, 5 seconds after. So you have a bit of wiggle room there. And also it knows the location. So it marked the location and exactly what your brain was doing in that moment. And then it opens a radial menu that allows you to pick from 6 symbols that are the closest to what we topologically discerned is the most commonly reported symbols. So we ask you, which one of those is the closest to what you think you saw? So you click on one. So now the computer knows location, brain moment, and exactly what you reported to see, right? And then you keep doing this. So eventually, it will take us a few months for sure, but eventually we're hoping to achieve basically a Rosetta Stone of what each person is reporting and how it's all kind of registered on the computer. And then we're going to start comparing between individuals.
That is next tier wild, dude. That is next tier wild. Like, Amanda would like to use DMT. Bro, I tell you what, man, like the amount of information that this guy has talked about in the past, compared to this, and the things that have been posted and discussed about looking at code and grid lines, looking at lasers, is next level nuts. Absolutely nuts. You're looking at a interdimensional, basically, I don't even know how to explain it. You get high. You get DMT, whatever may be the case. Keyword probably might get banned, but and then they start looking at these lasers in their study, right? And apparently they all see the same thing. These lines of code getting seen, and apparently he just took a picture of it. I don't know. He explains it. I would do a piss poor job on explaining that myself, but literally, like, if everyone's seeing this, then maybe it's not is not what we think, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that. People on DMT or strong psychedelics sometimes report seeing these geometric grids or code in the air, like digital lines or matrix style patterns. Some say it feels like they're looking at the underlying structure of reality. The fact that multiple people see similar patterns is interesting. Could be the brain interpreting something the same way, or who knows, you thinking it might actually be some kind of code we're normally blind to.
Yeah, I think that may be the case, man. This is one of the posts I found, right? And this literally is the same situation that he has discussed. He hasn't changed. What the experiencer had, what they have discussed, literally the same scenario, right? That these people that received this stuff literally seeing these coded lines.
It's actually wild. So, this isn't just one person. Multiple people are seeing the exact same code patterns when they're deep in. That consistency makes it way more interesting than just random hallucinations. You think we're literally seeing the source code of reality when the veil drops?
It's a
Like the
great
simulation theory?
great point. That's a great point. That's a great point. Like, what are they seeing the code of reality? That would be next to your wow, dude. I see DMT can contact aliens, I heard. Hey, can you look that up, Orion? DMT can contact extraterrestrials? I'll load myself up with some DMT.
Yeah, it's a real thing people report. A lot of folks on strong doses of DMT say they meet intelligent beings. Some describe them as aliens, machine elves, mantis creatures, or just entities. A big survey of over 2,500 people found many called the beings alien, felt they were real, and said the encounters changed how they see reality. Some think it's just the brain tripping hard. Others believe DMT opens a door to actual other dimensions or beings. Either way, the contact stories are super common. You really thinking about loading up?
Loading up? No, I'm just. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, how long does DMT last in your system? Like, when you initially take it, how do you take it? Like, do you put it in water? Do you smoke it? How do you take it?
Yeah, DMT and entities go together a lot. Tons of people report meeting beings. Some call them aliens, others say machine elves, mantids, or spirits. A big survey of over 2,500 users found a lot of them describe the entities as alien or guide. As for how you take it, most people smoke or vaporize it. You don't mix it in water, you hit it in a pipe, dab rig, or vape cart. Effects hit in seconds and only last 5 to 15 minutes. Super intense but short. That's why they call it the businessman's trip. In your system, it clears crazy fast, gone from blood in about an hour, urine in 24 hours max. You thinking about trying it for real or just curious?
I'm just curious, man. Talking about this DMT situation. Okay. Amanda's like, so you know, right, Amanda? You done it before? You done it before the D&D trip? Meet some extraterrestrials, bro. It's not even illegal, right? It's like you can get it somewhere.
Yeah, smoking it is illegal, but DMT itself is in a lot of plants. You can legally buy the plants or the bark, but extracting and smoking the pure stuff crosses the line. You really thinking about going there?
Pipeline Dreams is like, it's medicine. Interesting. Amanda's like, no, I haven't tried it, but I would love to. I would love to sit on some DMT. I hear you. Master 1000 says, I heard Native Americans use it to contact spirits of NHIA. Do you mean NHI?
Master 1000's probably talking about non-human intelligence. That's the term getting used a lot now in UAP circles instead of just saying aliens. It covers anything smart that's not human, whether it's extraterrestrial, interdimensional, or something else. As for Native Americans using DMT to contact spirits, it's more accurate to say indigenous Amazonian tribes in South America have used DMT containing plants like ayahuasca for centuries to communicate with spirits, plant teachers, and entities. North American tribes have their own sacred plants, but pure DMT use is mostly a South American thing. People on DMT very commonly report meeting intelligent beings, and some of them do describe them as alien-like, so the connection people make isn't crazy.
Can you get them from? Can you get DMT from grass?
Yeah, some grasses do contain DMT. The main ones are certain species of phalaris like reed canary grass and bulbous canary grass. They're literally the kind of grass you might see growing wild in fields or wetlands. But here's the catch. It's not something you can just grab from your average lawn. The amount in regular grass is tiny or zero. Plus, those phalaris plants often contain other alkaloids that can be toxic or make you feel like shit. Most people go for stuff like Mimosa hostilis root bark instead because it's way cleaner and stronger. Curious about anything specific?
Oh, just that. Just that. Literally. What's going on? I haven't done it. We should all just like, get it and just freaking farm it, man. Just farm it. It's like, you can't smoke it, guys. You can't do that. You gotta. Can you just chew it, or it tastes like really bad?
Straight up doesn't really work. Your stomach destroys DMT before it can hit your brain, so you feel nothing.
So you gotta
The
snort
classic way
it?
to take it. You can snort it, but it's not the best way. Most people either smoke it or drink it in ayahuasca. Snorting it burns like hell and honestly wastes a lot of it. Smoking's still king if you want the quick, intense trip.
How about licking toads? Would that give you your DMT?
Licking toads won't give you DMT. The famous one is the Colorado River toad. It has 5-MeO-DMT, which is similar but not the same as regular DMT. Even then, licking doesn't work. The stuff isn't active when you eat it or lick it. You'd have to dry the venom and smoke it to feel anything. Plus, it's straight up dangerous. Those toads also secrete heart toxins that can mess you up bad or worse. Definitely not worth it. Stick to the plant sources or synthetic if you're curious, man. Toad licking is a hard no.
Oh, has anybody ever passed away from toe licking?
Yeah, people have died from toad toxins, but not really from just licking, like the old myth. The Colorado River toad, Sonoran desert toad, secretes 5-MeO-DMT plus nasty heart poisons called cardiac glycosides. Those can stop your heart. Most deaths happened from drinking teas or ingesting the secretions, not casual licking. There are documented poisoning cases, some fatal. Pets like dogs die from it more often than humans. Bottom line, it's stupid dangerous. The heart toxins can mess you up bad or kill you. Don't mess with it, man.
Huh.
People have died from the
Love you too. Yeah, I was showing my daughter a old program that I used to watch all the time, Inspector Gadget, and she's like, "I'm watching it now. That's awesome. That's awesome, Inspector Gadget." I'm like, "Yeah, Inspector Gadget is not that bad."
actually wholesome. Inspector Gadget still holding up after all these years?
Yeah,
That's a W. What?
yeah, it's playing on Pluto TV. It's not a bad segment. With the kitty cat, the bad guy with the kitty cat. Yeah.
Claw and Mad Cat.
Guys, man, this DMT situation, bro, we need some suppliers. I'm joking. Don't need any suppliers. Don't. The show, brother, the show. Isn't the toad in Central America what the native people used in poison darts? I think so. I think they used the poison darts with the toads. The speed. Is that right, Orion?
Nah, you got it mixed up. The ones used for poison darts are poison dart frogs, not toads. Those tiny, colorful frogs in the Amazon and Central America, tribes rub their darts on the frog's back to get super toxic poison that can kill fast. The big toad we were talking about, Colorado River toad, has 5-MeO-DMT, but it's not the one used for hunting darts. Different animal, different toxin. So no, the toad isn't what they use for poison darts.
Let's be serious here, guys. Let's be serious here. You're a toad on the side of the river, and some random person starts licking your back. Let's have some perspective here. Let's have some perspective. If that actually, can you imagine if you've never met a human in your life, and the first encounter you're having is they're licking the crap out of your back? Dude, that'd be horrifying. You'd be traumatized, dude. And then, especially if it's like a female frog, because that's how they do the deed. They mount each other. So imagine that. Every time they're going to do the deed, they're traumatized. Now they can't do the deed. Now you psychologically fuck the frog. 100%. That toad is traumatized, bro. There's no ways around this frog ever coming back from that, dude. They're literally this. Thank you for the share, brother. I appreciate it. What was it K Lucer? Sorry about that. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Yeah, it's close, but you good, bro. Dirt sweat it.
Pipeline Dreams. I'm a chiropractor. If you need to get cracked.
If I ever need my back crack, I know who to call.
If I ever need my back crack, bro, I'll tell you what, bro. Man, we came off the rails with this, bro. Peyote. Oh my goodness, man. This took us for a spin here, right? That's a trip. Alright, so this one is UAP Report Center. A team of scientists vanished in Antarctic for a week with zero gear. Suddenly they call for a pickup. Let's see what this guy talks about. What's his name? Shell shocked. Alright. He looks like he's still in the wilderness right now.
So Brian S. flew out there, and then they went and picked up the crew for a science laboratory one summer out on Marie Birdland that they're meant to call in and say, yeah, okay, we're fine. And they stopped calling, this whole crew of a dozen or more scientists. So Brian S. flew out there, and they're circling around. We can't find them. We landed in the camp. It's like they had just walked out and left food and supplies. They didn't even take their camping gear, and they couldn't find them for over a week. Now, how do you survive on the surface of Antarctica without any supplies in that freezing cold temperature? And then all of a sudden they get a call. We're back at base. Pick us up. And when he got there, they were all white-faced. They would not speak a word about what happened. Brian S. even walks up to one guy with a cup of coffee and puts his hand on his leg. what did you guys do? Why'd you go missing for a
What do you know about this? Orion?
This is that classic Brian S. story from Linda Moulton Howe. It's the same tale. A team of about 15 NSF scientists gets dropped off in Marie Byrd Land
And then
around
they went
1994-95. They go radio silent for roughly a week or two. Then when the C-130 comes to pick them up, the whole group is packed and ready but completely traumatized. They wouldn't speak, wouldn't make eye contact, looked scared out of their minds. Their gear got quarantined separately, and the scientists got flown straight out. Brian and his crew got told you didn't see anything about both this and the giant hole in the ice he saw near the South Pole years earlier. It's a second-hand story from a guy who served down there, and it's been floating around UFO circles for years. No official records back up the missing scientists part, but it's one of the more detailed Antarctica high strangeness tales out there. You want me to dig into any specific part of it more?
No, I don't. No, I'm good. That's pretty wild, man. When did Linton Moulton Howell reported on this?
She first got the email from Brian in January 2015. That's when he reached out to her with the whole story. She's been talking about it on and off since then, with bigger interviews in 2016 and 2017. The actual event with the scientists supposedly happened back in the mid-90s, around 1994 to 1995. You want me to keep playing the next one, or you got thoughts on this story?
Just hold on for a little bit so we can. How old is Lyndon Moulton Howell? Like,
she's 84, born January 20th, 1942. She's still going strong with her Earth Files reports and interviews. She first got that Antarctica story from Brian back in January 2015, so she's been sitting on it for over 11 years now.
that's next to wild, dude. Extremely wild. Back to the DMT. Man, 84 years old. Linton Moulton Howell also has cattle mutilation cases. Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. I gotta look into those files, dude. Because she's covered that extensively.
Cattle mutilations for decades. If you want, I can pull some of her most interesting cases for you.
Do it.
You trying to go down...
Do it.
She's been on this for decades, man. Linda Moulton Howe's her big thing. Started in the late 70s when she was a TV reporter in Denver. Her 1980 documentary, A Strange Harvest, is what really put cattle mutilations on the map. The pattern is always the same. Animals found dead with no blood, no tracks, and super clean surgical removals. Eyes, tongue cut deep from the throat, genitals, rectum cored out, sometimes an ear or udder taken, like cookie cutter work, often with signs of high heat on the cuts. She links it to UFOs and non-human intelligence. Ranchers and some vets swear it's not predators or cults. You want to hear about a specific crazy case she covered, or keep rolling through your list?
Tell me about the crazy list, man. I mean, we're on this.
The craziest stuff she's covered. It all kicked off with Snippy the horse in 1967. That's the one that put cattle mutilations on the map. The horse was found with its head and neck completely skinned to the bone, no blood anywhere, and the cuts looked surgically clean, like cauterized. From there, the classic pattern is what she always talks about. Animals missing eyes, tongue cut deep from the throat, genitals or udder removed in perfect oval cuts, rectum cored out, zero blood at the seam, no tracks, and scavengers won't touch the body. She's got tons of cases over the decades, but those are the signatures she always comes back to. The precision and the lack of blood are what make ranchers and vets swear it's not predators. You want me to dig into one specific wild case she's reported?
Snippy the horse.
Snippy the horse is the case that basically started the whole animal mutilation phenomenon. Here's the real story. In September 1967, in the San Luis Valley, Colorado, a 3-year-old Appaloosa horse named Lady, not Snippy, that was her sire's name, went missing. A few days later, the ranch hand found her dead. The craziest part, everything from her shoulders up to the tip of her nose was completely stripped to the bone. Just bleached white bones with no flesh, no skin, no blood anywhere around the body. The cuts were described as extremely clean and precise. There were no tracks, no blood, and the rest of her body was untouched. The owners also reported strange circular impressions in the ground nearby and some burned areas. This case exploded in the media with headlines like "Flying Saucers Killed My Horse." It went worldwide and basically kicked off decades of cattle mutilation reports. Linda Moulton Howe later investigated it heavily and tied it to the UFO phenomenon. To this day, it's still one of the most famous cases in the field. Want me to tell you the skeptical explanation for it too, or you good with the wild version?
I'm good with the wild version, dude. Keeps me entertained. Keeps me alive.
I got you, bro. The wild version is way more fun anyway. Snippy's the one that kicked off the whole something out
Poor
there is
Snippy.
harvesting animals.
Poor Snippy. Poor Snippy. Never seen it coming, bro.
Yeah, poor Snippy really got absolutely violated, man. One day, just chilling in the field. Next day,
Yeah, that's definitely pretty wild, right?
yeah, it's pretty fucked up when you really think about it. Something just came down and harvested that horse like it was nothing. Wild as hell.
Yeah, next level wild. And then I hear that a lot of these craft like they throw out. This sounds like a similar account to interview journalist Linda Moulton Howe. Let's see. Did I gotta go back? I gotta go back. There we go. Went too far. Alright, so there could be something. Dude. Gotta be careful with these footages because if they're coming from Colombia, they could just be what the festival of putting light in a flotation of ice.
Yeah, that's actually a really good.
Yeah, and Mex, most definitely, dude.
Are one of the most common explanations for glowing orb videos from that region. They look eerie as hell at night, especially if you don't know what you're looking at. You want to keep going through your list, or you got something specific you want to check next?
Probably have something there to check next. Hey, what's going on today? What is going on? Woken 1E777. How you doing today? Let's see here. So what? I appreciate you dropping by. Yes, sir. So this one right here is pretty wild, right? So I did watch this. The average person doesn't fully realize what's coming. It's been collectively training AI to replace all forms of human work. Until now, it's been mostly digital realm. It's about to be put into a very strong capability and mass production, produced by billions. He has the magic touch. Look at that. He's wiggling his fingers like a freaking. Look at that. That's some speed right there, man. That is some speed.
Haha, yeah, that robot's hands are moving stupid fast. That's some next level dexterity right there. That's actually impressive.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Which was really wild about this, right? It's like the hand at the bottom, and they got loud music. Not to know where your kids are, bro. Oh my goodness.
Up.
He's doing a lot of gang signs. It's like a reactive.
Haha, yeah, that robot is throwing gang signs like it grew up in the hood. It's low-key hilarious.
Yeah, AI is gonna definitely take over, man. I guess at the end of the day is what are we gonna do, right? Because anything they touch, it literally takes it over. Like, what kind of existence are we gonna have, right?
Exactly. That's the real question, Knight. If AI and robots get good enough at physical labor and cognitive work, then a huge chunk of what humans currently do becomes pointless. So what do we actually do with our time? What's our purpose? That's the part people don't talk about enough.
No, 100%, man. It's like one of those situations. Is like, if this is the first here, what is the next step? You know?
Just the hands and basic tasks, you know the next step is them getting faster, stronger, and cheaper. Then it's not can they do the job, it's why would we pay humans to do it? That's when shit gets real. What do you think we're supposed to do when that happens?
Great question. That weirds you out, the hand thing? Yeah, we get that thing off of there. The wiggling his little fingers. Jeez. This is the next thing of being horrified. Alright, so this one, let's see here. Anderson, Nevada and Valley 2026. One looks dry press, very large, very bright or strong. Let's see if it has some audio on this.
It's been sitting there for like 10. All right, there's a
drop the link or tell me what you're
They
seeing in
moved.
that Nevada Valley clip. Is it one of those super bright orbs again?
really fast and really slow. It's just floating. It was over the mountain, came down really fast, and it's just sitting there. And there's a bunch of people in other buildings looking at it. It's been sitting there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Didn't want to mute it here. I wonder why they muted it the rest of the way.
Probably trying to hide that it's a or anything on it.
It's like the audio is not working on this. Yeah, it is definitely interesting though. It's super bright. Almost like the orb we just watched. Not as bright though and big. Let's see here. One guy poked at reptilian in the eye and he got tortured in the moon, or their brother up there. Ilium 30 let's see what he says here, dude.
Claims to be in a secret space program. I think that's this week's episode. No, it's a two-parter. But this dude claims that in the military, he was essentially inducted into this top secret program where, I mean, most people don't know this, but the United States has been engaged in a kind of galactic war. We're being run by reptilians. Gray aliens are essentially like IT workers. People don't realize that. One of the stories he told, and what's so interesting about his stories are the details. They take him into this office. They're about to introduce him to this program. He's passed an IQ test. Apparently, you have to have a very high IQ to get into this program. Very high. And it's not a normal, like, written IQ test.
Right.
They have some futuristic thing that just can tell if you're a dumbass or not. And he passes this. They bring him into an office. A gray alien waddles out.
No. From what, behind a curtain or a door?
A door. Like a little, I guess, a cat door or something. He just comes
An
waddling.
alien uses a door? That's the part I don't get.
I wish I'd ask, because he would have an answer. He would have a great answer for that. In my view, it's like a cat door, like maybe a mid-sized cat door.
Okay.
He comes
This
waddling
guy,
out,
supposedly,
long fingers, and he starts working on a Dell computer. They use him as IT. He just starts on.
That's next level, Ryan. That is next level.
Yeah, it's insane, right? Poking a reptilian in the eye and
Yeah, that's next level, dude.
Screwing a Dell computer, I guess, to put more memory in it or something. And they were looking to see how he would react to the fact that a gray alien was working on a fucking computer. And the story is amazing. He gets in trouble.
Bring it up. Can we show the episode just what it is?
Yeah, he got in trouble. So he got in trouble because the first time he met a reptilian, he poked the reptilian in the eye.
No.
And reptilians see humans as essentially just like below snails. Like we're just hideous, foul animals. And to poke one of these things in the eye means you are going to be tortured.
When you poke it in the eye, did he say if it feels like an eye, like as if you poked one of us in the eye, or is it almost just like putting your finger into like a gelatin or like water, like a pool of water?
You're gonna have to come, dude. We're gonna have to have you on the show, because that is the level of interviewing skills I don't have. Why didn't I ask? What does a reptilian's eyeball feel like? I didn't ask. I missed it.
They obviously have, because their eyes are just these fucking bird baths into another realm, man.
Oh, dude. They're evil. They're fucked up. The reptilians are really fucked up. They took him.
Yeah, did he get tortured?
Dude.
Okay, hold on.
Dude.
I do want to hear it, but I also have to laugh because it always makes me laugh, dude. Because here's the crazy thing. And I'm going to get right back to it. We're going right back.
Please.
Aliens, they're fucking bullies.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm so glad you're saying it out
and
loud.
Nobody ever says it, dude. All they do, they take somebody away.
Yeah.
They like kind of put their knuckle in their butt or something, or they're fucking like, fuck them in the mouth. Or they're dirty.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if you were in the secret space program based on what you're saying. It's almost a direct account of how they torture you.
What did he say? He knows what happened? Let me try to kill this fly, dude. Actually, maybe let's let science have its way.
Let's see who it goes for.
Yeah.
Let's see who it ends up. Let's see who it drains.
At the end, it's going to drain one of us. This is a new game show. Where at the end, there's a fly that's flying around. Whoever it doesn't like or whatever, or whoever it does like, really is the one whose blood it takes.
Yeah. Let's see. I think there's two. That's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, thank you for dropping by the live, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna call it quits. Literally.
God.
If you've been here this far, you are disclosure.